What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In today's video, we're hopping into the Phoenix issue number 12, and her journey through the stars has been quite eventful. But after using the Phoenix Force to access the White Hot Room, she found her sister, Sarah Gray, alive and well, and somehow she finds her in an intergalactic mutant sanctuary called Greyhaven, where her sister uses her mutant ability to unlock the latent potential of other mutants. And so Jean's been given an offer to stay, to rebuild their family, to build this sanctuary, to create a new, wonderful place for mutant kind to thrive. The only problem, none of it's real. With that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so this story's starting us off on a planet far off, 11 years into their civil war. That's when a ship crashes on their planet. And when the team was sent to investigate, that's when they find Sarah. They find her alive and well after that fiery crash. Now, Sarah was never an extraordinary kid, born into a world filled with mutants. But she wasn't one of them. Her sister Jean was. She was there when her powers activated. She observed all of this. And she would often think, if I had mutant powers, what kind of hero would I be? The truth is, she was always a sweet and kind girl that kind of felt like she didn't have a place. This is where we pick up with the man that had found her Kel, and the doctor that is observing her by the name of Drea. And Drea is letting him know, like, Sarah's heart rate, her vitals, everything's normal. Like, I don't know what to tell you, the machines don't lie. They don't really understand how she walked away from that crash without a single scratch on her. They believe it has something to do with the loyalists, the people that they're currently having a civil war with. That she's got to be some kind of spy, some kind of living weapon. But there's no indication that she's any kind of weapon. No surgical scars, nothing hidden on her, nothing. This is where she says, nobody sent me. She remembers speaking on television. She remembers the bright lights. She remembers talking about mutant kind. And then she remembers the men who followed her, the men who jumped her, the men who took her captive. She remembers Hodge. The Purifiers captured her. She got thrown into a cell, and Cameron Hodge used him for experimentation. His blind rage to exterminate mutant kind. It led to something more dangerous. Cameron Hodge encountered the Phalanx, a techno-organic species that lives to assimilate to people, and Hodge saw this as a way to purify mutant problems. The Phalanx technology would reprogram all of Earth's mutants, thus wiping them from existence and adding the mutants to the collective hive mind of the Phalanx. Now, in this moment, we see that she is able to block the Phalanx from her mind. It's able to get in there, but she's able to keep it from the most important and private parts of her mind. But the last thing that she heard, the last thing the Phalanx told her before it went black, they told her that Jean Grey was dead. Now she can't remember how she got here. Now, obviously, Kel and Drea, they don't know what to think about this. She waves her hand and tells him to open the door. She touches Kale, and she activates a power in him. The normal wife, the normal mom, the normal sister to the most powerful mutant in the galaxy was now a mutant. A normal girl turned saint. Or at least that's how the world was seeing her. That's how people were seeing her. And so they would come from all over the galaxy just for a chance to unlock their potential mutant abilities. And this is what takes us over to present day. We pick up in Greyhaven. Kale, now the private security and right hand to Sarah. She says that this is a safe place for all mutant and mutant sympathizers. Kale having his powers unlocked, the rebels were able to take back the planet. They were able to stop the oppression. Now Jean's thinking, like, this is a lot. Like, you have mutant powers, you survived death more than once. I'm trying to comprehend all this. I'm trying to understand everything that is going on, but I'm really having a hard time. This is when we see Sarah get blasted, and taking that round, we see the one who shot it was none other than Cable. He tells Jean that it sounds pretty unbelievable if you ask me. And he tells her, I need you to understand your own lie. Because if you don't, I'm gonna have to make you understand. And that is where this issue will end. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Definitely not a bad issue, rather shorter than I had hoped. But really what this looks like is Jean Grey seeing an illusion, what the Phalanx want her to see. They've infected her sister, they've taken her over, they've created this entire illusion. You don't escape the Phalanx. Once it grabs hold of you, there is no way to stop it, to block it in your mind. Once the Phalanx has you, it has you. There have only been a few people that have even been able to survive throughout all of it, one of them being Wolverine. His healing factor allows him to fight it off, but I don't think it's even strong enough to completely fight it off forever. I think in multiple futures, we've seen that Wolverine's one of the last to survive because of his healing ability, but I think given enough time, it can take him over. Jean's being naive. Coming as Sarah Gray, the Phalanx was able to catch her off guard, was able to throw her for a loop. And so while she's stuck in this fantasy, stuck in this world of make-believe, the Phalanx probably trying their best to take down the Phoenix Force. If they take down Jean Grey, this universe is done. It's over. A simulation is guaranteed. And that's where Cable comes in. Now, Jean's obviously gonna believe that Cable's up to no good. These two have always constantly butted heads. But Cable coming over here knowing that this isn't supposed to be happening. Something is changing and Cable has come to stop it. That's one of the things I love about the Phalanx, though. They're one of those enemies that never stop trying. Kinda like the Children of the Vault. They're X-Men villains that are constantly at the edge. Constantly pushing to take over the world. To take over the universe. And were it not for the X-Men, were it not for our team of heroes, there may be nobody being able to stop them. There's some powerful forces. You have Thor and things of that nature. But in my opinion, the true power in the Marvel Universe lies with mutant kind. And the Phalanx is just yet another example of the testament of how powerful mutant kind is. That when everything is taken over, mutants are the last one to survive. They are the last force of rebellion, the last spark of humanity. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything going on with this series, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It's gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.